Guess who's back? Back again. Mikey's back. Tell a friend. Hey everybody, here with another video for you guys today. And today we're going to be talking about what games I want to see come to the iircade in the near future. But before we go any further, let me just say, if you like this video, any other videos on my channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll be getting down into some games that I want to see come to the iircade in the near future. So we'll get into it after my intro coming in now. Let me just start this video by saying that all the games that I've included on this list are games that I know iircade has working relationships with the developers for. So, for example, licenses from Irem, Data East, Taito, Sega are the ones that I'm mainly focusing on here in this video. So, and I am also excluding any games that have been released on other home arcade platforms, and I'm strictly focusing on ones that have not yet been released. And I also want to say that I was unable to get footage for the game RoboCop for this video, but the RoboCop would absolutely be near the top of this video. And at number 20 we're going with The Legend of Hero Tama. This is an Irem game, and it's a kind of a fun little platforming game. Your guy gets to shoot and you collect coins. I mean, it's nothing special, but it's kind of fun, and I could see it fitting in probably pretty well here on the iircade platform, and so that's why I decided to include it on my list. And here at number 20 we have The Legend of Hero Tama. And then at 19 we have Title Fight. This is a Sega arcade game, and it's kind of a little bit of a Punch-Out kind of clone a bit, but it has this dual screen thing, so I don't know how well iircade could actually incorporate this game or not. But having said that, they do have a working relationship with Sega, and it is a fun boxing arcade game. And with the online coming, I could see this game doing really well, but it might need some work on iircade's part to be able to make this one happen. But there you go, Title Fight. And then at number 18, we're going with Nitro Ball. This is a Data East game, and it's kind of a Smash TV kind of clone game. Definitely influenced by Smash TV, but they put their own little unique spin on it.
Come to Strange Football Field.
And you play with another person, and with the iircade's online capabilities that are coming, I could see this game doing really well for folks online. And so that's why I decided to include it here on my list. And then at number 17, we're going to go with Growl. This is a Taito release game, and it is a side-scrolling beat-em-up where you're a character kind of like Indiana Jones, and you shoot guns. And honestly, it's nothing special, but you can play 4 players, and with the online capabilities, I think it would be a lot of fun as a side-scrolling beat-em-up with 4 people. At number 16, we're going Exesius, a Taito release game. In this game, you start out as a guy, a little spaceman flying around shooting stuff, but you can get upgrades and turn into a ship and all kinds of crazy things. And so with all the side-scroller shooting games and shmups in general on the iircade, I thought this game would fit in rather well, and it's kind of fun to play. At number 15, we're going with Mystic Riders. And this is another side-scrolling shoot-em-up, but it's kind of more of a cute-em-up, as they like to call them, because you're definitely a cutie little character. You're a witch flying around on a broom or something like that. But it's actually kind of a lot of fun to play. as I was making the footage for this video. And then at number 14, we're going to go with Ninja Spirit. This is an IRM game. And this is a rather unique and interesting game, kind of Shinobi-esque, a little bit Ninja Gaiden-esque, but it has its own unique feel and spin, and it's actually rather fun to play and has unique boss battles, and I think it would fit in great here on the iArcade. So that's why I decided to include Ninja Spirit at number 14. At number 13, we're going Ramius, I believe it's called. It's a Taito game. And this is a fun little, it's like a Pac-Man knockoff game, but you're a little tank and you drive around and you can shoot the other guys, like the ghosts, and you got to collect the little pellets. And it's kind of a fun spin on the Pac-Man kind of game, and it's actually kind of fun to play. And again, another game I think would fit in rather well on the iArcade, as being that it's a puzzle game, a little bit different, and yet a lot of fun. At number 12, we have Silent Dragon. This is a Taito game, and this is another side-scrolling beat-em-up, and this one is a 3-player side-scrolling beat-em-up, and so with the online coming, this would, I think, could do rather well, and would be a lot of fun to play, especially online with 3 people, and, it's nothing special. It's definitely a Final Fight kind of knockoff, but having said that, it is a pretty good Final Fight knockoff. And then at number 11, we have Air Assault. This is an IRM game. And this is another shmup. And the iArcade is really becoming known as the place to go for your shmups. And I think that this one would fit in rather well. Obviously, it's a good shmup that they don't have. So I figure iArcade might as well go after all the shmups they can get, because there is some pretty big shmup fans out there, and iArcade is the place to go for them. And at number 10, we're going with Shinobi. Now, I will be quite honest with you guys, I'm not a huge fan of this game, but I know there are some Shinobi fans out there. It is a fairly well-known franchise, and iArcade has the sequel with Shadow Dancer, so I figure might as well throw in the first game, Shinobi, as well. There's no reason why it shouldn't be there, so that's why I included it on my list. And then at number 9, we're going with Darius Gaiden Silverhawk. This is a Taito release game. And this is a side-scrolling shmup. And again, I know that there are quite a few fans of this franchise that are out there that exist. And being that it is a game that iArcade has had working relationships with the developer for, I don't see any reason why this one couldn't be a great addition to the iArcade library. Maybe they're already working on it behind the scenes. I don't know. And then at number 8, we have R-Type Leo, and this is an IRM game, and I included the R-Type Leo as my gameplay footage here, but this could be for any of the other R-Type games that aren't already on the iArcade unit. I don't know a lot about this franchise, to be honest with you guys, so I do believe there are other games out there, so I figure might as well, this would be a good time for the iArcade to use it as a platform to expose more people to the series. And at number 7, we have Kadash. That's a Taito game, and this one I think will do really well here on the iArcade. I could maybe even see possibly a skin cab for this game. I know this game tended to have some fans back in its original run, and I know it was a pretty big game on the TurboGrafx 16 as well. So I think it could do good. And then at number 6, we have Dynamite Cop. And this is a Sega Model 2 board game. And this is a 3D beat-em-up game, which is a lot of fun to play. And you can actually play 2-player. And it's got some really unique and fun, interesting moves in this game. And it's got some little interesting cut scenes here. Really mix up the regular old beat-em-up action. And I can't stress enough all the fun moves that are able to be pulled off in this game, making it just a lot of fun to play. I mean, look at the stuff that she's pulling off here. Hear the bones crack. She's getting him the sharpshooter. Lots of fun. So Dynamite Cop. And now I'm doing a little disclaimer here. These next few, my top 5 here are all licensed games, so I know they might be out of the realm of possibility for iArcade to acquire. And at number 5, we're going with Hook. And this is an IRIM game. And this is just really a fantastic side-scrolling beat-em-up game that I could see iArcade doing a skin cabinet of this game, and it could really be like the Ninja Turtles like game for the iArcade platform. It's got good characters, and it's a really fantastic side-scrolling beat-em-up. So if they could get Hook, that would be a big one, and they should definitely skin a cabinet for it. And at number 4, we're going to go with the Real Ghostbusters. This is a Data East game. And I'm just going to say right now that this game would do amazing business within the Ghostbusters community. Especially with the release of the new movie right now, that if iArcade could get their hands on this license, they could skin a cab for it, and they would make some serious money just off the fact that they have this game and a skinned cab of this game. I promise you guys that. But again, these licensed games, maybe they're out of the realm of possibility. And at number 3, we have Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. This is a Sega game. And I don't really have to say much here other than this game would give iArcade the license to print money if they actually were able to do a skinned cab of this game. I know for a fact it would just do amazing for them. And if they could make it happen, they really should look into it. And at number 2, we're going with Spider-Man, the video game, a Sega game. And I know this game has a lot of fans out there. It's kind of an unsung hero, hidden gem, kind of a beat-em-up, side-scrolling beat-em-up game. But it has some fun and unique, interesting side missions as well. So it breaks up the monotony of just a side-scrolling beat-em-up. You got these platforming type levels where you just shoot your web shooter, and it's a good 4-player beat 'em up. And with online coming and being that Spider-Man, again, they could print money if they did a licensed cab. And here's some honorable mentions. Got Twin Eagle, a helicopter shmup, Undercover Cops, another IRIM side-scrolling beat 'em up, Record Breaker, a Taito, a good sports game, and Riot City, a Sega side-scrolling beat-em-up. But if we're honest, if we want another Sega game, we want Streets of Rage. And at number 1, I went with WWF Superstars or WrestleFest. Just these 2 games, because they were created by the creators of the original Double Dragon, and I believe the licenses are owned by the same people. I mean, they might have to do some work with WWE now or whatever, but these games would do huge on the iArcade system. We already have Retromania, and if we added these to the mix as well, again, we're just talking about a license to print money here for iArcade if they can get these.
I'll put you to sleep with my $1,000,000 dream. No one can beat Megabuck.
And there it is, folks. There is my list of 20, well, actually more like 25 games that I would like to see come to the iArcade in the near future. And again, most of these are all games that are within the realm of possibility of iArcade doing, and perhaps some of them that are actually in the works now that we just aren't aware of. But thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And tell me down in the comments what games you want to see come to the iArcade. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
Hijacked a huge cruiser. They're holding 2,000 hostages inside, including the president's daughter. We have to invade the ship, clear the pirates, and rescue the hostages, especially the president's daughter.